This might trigger some people, but we have 24 hours in a day, right? On average, we sleep 8 hours, we work 8 to 10 hours. That leaves us with plenty of time remaining to fit something into our day-to-day routine, whether it's something as simple as just getting the steps in or doing what I'm doing now and getting a 45-minute cycle down the bike. If you implement a positive daily habit into your day-to-day routine, eventually over time that will compound and move the needle forward, getting you to where you want to be. People are too quick to sell themselves on what they can't do, when instead they should be focusing on what they can do, right? At the end of the day, life is tough. I get it, people have got kids and that. I can't relate to that because I've not got a kid, and understand people have got a lot of injuries and things going wrong with them. But there's definitely things that you can do. For example, if your lower body's out of action, your upper body's not. If your upper body's out of action, your lower body's not. People always sell themselves on how they've not got the time to do this and they've not got the time to do that and they're too tired because they've been working all day. Listen, we all work, we're all tired, so you can definitely do something throughout the day. Honestly, people just make excuses too much. You have the time, honestly, you have the time to do stuff. You're just not managing your time effectively enough. Or you're just lazy. You choose what one it is. But I think you need to start being honest with yourself and go, right, listen, maybe I'm being a bit lazy now. Maybe that 1 hour that I spend scrolling on my phone, mindlessly on TikTok, I could probably exchange for a gym session or a 5k in the morning first thing before work. Yes boys, so we're going to go and get meal 2 into us just now, as well as some supplements. So I need to get my electrolytes in me. So the current stack that I am rotating at the minute is Illegal Nutrition. So it's a new brand, I believe, the Buy Base. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone's watching this that knows, but this stuff is literally unbelievable. By the way, like, I've never tasted whey protein or electrolytes this good in my life, so I'm not going to be going anywhere else anytime soon. So if you don't know, get to know. So these are the flavours I am currently rotating. So for the electrolytes we have strawberry coconut, and for the whey protein we have chocolate coconut. But this has actually run out, so I need to get a new batch in, otherwise my oats will not be tasting as good as they do now. So yeah man, get on these trips. If you don't know, get to know. You're probably like, coconut, quite rogue, but trust me, do not knock it till you try it. In my opinion, it'll probably be the best flavours that they've got, but there's a salty caramel one for the whey protein I've not tried yet, so I do think that will be my next one. I'll probably just do what I've done with other protein powders and other brands. I'll probably just rotate as many flavours as I can and then just try and see which one comes out on top, and then I'll just stay with that one for the foreseeable. But the flavour, the way it mixes, I'm pretty sure it has BCAAs and essential amino acids in the protein as well, so you're getting more than just whey protein in there. So as a supplement as a whole, it's really worth your money, and obviously the electrolytes as well are really nice. So get on this if you just haven't already, because it's going to take over, trust me. Like, for me personally, when it comes to supplement brands, I feel like if they're not constantly evolving and delivering like better flavours all the time, then they're not worth their money. But the fact that this is just a brand new supplement on the market and it tastes as good as it does already gives me a lot of hope, because as a business and brand owner, you're always looking to evolve and increase the standard of your product over time. Like for me, for example, I'm always looking to increase the standard of my service to deliver the best results possible for my clients. So it's probably going to be the same for this. Like, I'd imagine these flavours are going to just keep getting better and better. So if they taste this good now, just imagine how good they're going to taste in a few months' time. So get on this, troops. I'm not even sponsored, by the way. I'm just plugging it because it is that good. But plan of attack now is to go and get my car valeted, because it is an absolute shed at the moment. Trust me man, this thing looks like a toaster, so I need to get it seen too. What's happening, lads? So, just working on something really special now, but I'm going to be releasing it within the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to reveal too much at the moment about what it is, but all I'll say is, if you're a guy out there who is sick of going on holiday and not feeling confident with his top off, then this will finally break that cycle. So stay tuned. I'm going to put my Instagram down here. Keep an eye out on the content because you'll see very, very soon what this is. But trust me, I'm buzzing to get this out here because this programme itself, like I've never mastered a training protocol like this before in my life. I know for a fact this is going to produce the best results possible within my business and my service, and I'm really going to cement my message with this. And people always ask me, like, what is the whole core purpose of your coaching? And that's to make guys feel confident, you know. Like I've always said, physique development is something that can change a person's life. Like the habits that you have to implement into your day-to-day routine to actually achieve an aesthetic physique that you're proud of requires a lot of hard work and consistency, right? Those habits will build discipline. That discipline will then create results, and those results will create confidence, you know. And that is a thing that I really want to highlight within this, because confidence is something that a lot of guys crave, but they're just too scared to put in the work to achieve it, right? Because maybe they're scared of failing, maybe they're scared that they've not got the ability levels to achieve it, and they just simply don't know how to achieve it. Like they've not got the direction, the guidance there. So something like this is going to allow anyone who's in that position to break the cycle, right, and finally feel confident for the rest of their life, because I'm going to be providing you with knowledge here and education that you're going to have for life. You're never going to be stuck again. It's going to remove all the guesswork, and that is the whole aim of this, just to basically prevent you from continuing to spin your wheels every year. Do you know what I mean? When it gets to summer, you know exactly what you need to do to look your best and feel your best, right? So keep an eye out, lads, because it's going to be a game changer, this programme. So I'm going to battle through completing it within the next half an hour, and then we will go and train. So it is upper body tonight that we're training. I'm going to highlight a couple of things as well within that session. I get a lot of messages off guys on a regular basis who struggle to build muscle, right? And I'm going to highlight within that session why that's the case, because there's a couple of things that you maybe don't currently do that's holding you back from gaining the muscle tissue that you want to gain. So I'll see you all in the next couple of hours when we're at the gym. Right boys, so I'm going to show you a couple of things here to ensure that you're getting the most out of your training. So if you're a guy who wants to build muscle fast and at a consistent rate, you need to make sure that you've got these two things dialed in, right? So the first one is exercise execution, and the second one is time under tension, right? If you're not carrying out your sets with enough time under tension, then you're not giving your muscles enough time to actually respond to what they're trying to do, right? Because you're just rushing your reps. Secondly, if your execution is not in the money, then you're not going to be efficiently contracting the muscle through both the concentric and eccentric phase of the movement, right? These two things have to be dialed in. If they're not, your rate of muscle growth will be really slow, trust me. Even if your nutrition is dialed in outside the gym, fair enough, you might still make a little bit of progress, but the progress that you want to make will take a lot longer, right? So I'm going to show you an example of me doing a rope cable hammer curl, right, and how to execute it efficiently to get the most out of it, right? So we're going to pick a reasonably challenging weight, and then you can see here how I do this. So you want to start the movement by ensuring that your feet are hip width apart. So you want to start the movement by ensuring that your feet are hip width apart, chest is up, core's braced, elbows in at the side, and then squeeze the muscle at the top. Control for 3 seconds on the way back down. So because of the way that I executed that movement and the tempo that I'd done it at, it allowed me to take my muscles to absolute failure. Right, as you can see there at the end, I couldn't even fully get that weight up because of how efficiently I carried out the set. So you need to make sure that every rep is done to a T, right? If you're wasting reps, leaving reps on the table, you're just missing out on gains, and that's the bottom line.